I just heard fresh out of OTAs, the end of OTAs. Had a chance to watch Cameron Wake's press conference. Very enlightening. If you haven't seen it, make sure you check it out. And if you don't want to check it out, I'm pretty much going to sum it up right now. It was eye opening. It actually helped me personally. If you notice something about me, I've actually went ahead and chopped it all off. It's something that I don't normally do. So growing my hair out is something that I'm gonna do again. But I'm gonna do it with the Dolphins. So I decided to go ahead and chop it off to start out the season for the Miami Dolphins. The OTAs are over, so I went ahead and went down as low as I could. I didn't want to go completely bald. It may look completely bald, but there's some hair there. But I'm going to grow it throughout the season and see where it gets us. I'm not going to cut it until we play our last game, which is hopefully the Super Bowl. So my outlook on it is I'm probably not going to cut my hair until first week of February or something like that. We're Super Bowl bound, baby. So I'm gonna let my hair grow out until the Super Bowl comes, or whenever the Dolphins play their last game, which will be the Super Bowl. Now I will keep it edged up, nice and neat, but that's what I'm gonna do. It's just one of those sacrifice things that I've decided to do. And Cameron Wake actually, encouraged me to do it, not cut my hair per se, but he talked in great depths about sacrifice. All right. And in this conversation about sacrifice, it kind of showed you why he is as good as he is, and why he's been as consistent as he's been, and why he plays with all the energy, passion, determination, and motivation that he does. So he basically gave an example. He talked about his eating habits, okay? His behaviors, basically. Cameron Wake doesn't drink beer, he doesn't, eat cheeseburgers. He doesn't do any of the things that are bad for him and his body. And he said that, some of the rookies and some of the vets usually come up to him and ask him, how do you do it? Are you kidding me? Like, you don't do anything. And he basically said, it's a lifestyle. It's basically a lifestyle. This is what he chose to do because his ultimate goal is freedom. And when he said freedom, he meant to be able to do whatever he wants to do after football, whether that be business owner, whatever it may be. Just ultimate goal is freedom. So he used the example of sacrifice now. Do everything you have to do now, so that you can actually do whatever you want to do when you're done playing football. So he said, if that means not having a single beer for his entire career, then that's what it's going to take. If that means not eating a cheeseburger, he basically said, the cheeseburgers are never going. They'll never go anywhere. The beer, it's still going to be there. When he retires, when it's all said and done. Women, fame, all this, that, this, it's still going to be there. So if by him bypassing those things right now gives him an extra sack, is it worth it? And he says for him it is. He said he's asked plenty players in his history of playing football, if you didn't drink any beer and it's worth 15 more sacks in your career, is that worth it to you? Some people say yes, some people say no. Then he said, is it worth X amount of more dollars? Some people say yes, some people say no. I love the fact that Cameron Wake's take on it is it's absolutely worth it. He said if not drinking beer for 10 years gives him a millisecond, I believe that's what he said, a millisecond, makes him a millisecond faster than the next guy, then it's worth it to him. And that's huge. That's the ultimate sacrifice. People have cravings with food and this, their vices and everything. And he's giving the ultimate sacrifice to be the best player he can be, the best player he can be. So, and that's what makes him. And he said when he goes to battle, he automatically knows. If you had one beer, he automatically knows he has an advantage over you. Automatically, he knows that in the late in the game, third down, he automatically has an advantage over you because he knows that he made sacrifices that you didn't. And that's a beautiful thing for him to say, especially when you have these young players coming into the league looking up to him, asking him how he does it, and he gives examples like this, and now it leaves them to have to ask themselves the question, is it worth it? And That's a beautiful thing. And it also helping me personally, just hearing that, is it worth it? We all have our desires, our dreams, I mean, I have a desire to debate sports on the biggest stage one day, national television, be taught doing what I love, talking sports. And it made me realize, look at the sacrifices, am I willing to do whatever it takes to be successful? And they help put things into perspective for me. You know, I mean, look, like for instance, I want to lose 20 pounds. So by me losing 20 pounds, am I willing to do whatever it takes to be successful? And it helped me look at, you have to do what you have to do now so that you can have that ultimate freedom later in life, or have that ultimate success later in life that you strive for. So, it's starting out for me, eating better, better diet. Not just because I'm not an athlete, I'm not a football player, and those type of things, doesn't mean I can't have a better lifestyle. So I encourage everyone out there to take a look at that video, because it puts things into perspective on the things you want to accomplish in life. It helps you have a focus, have a lifestyle that can get you there. So he definitely encouraged me to, eat better, make better life choices. Even just something as simple as cutting my hair, focusing on something that I didn't think I would do. I used to have low hair, but then once I grew my hair, I never say I'll never cut my hair again. But I did it. It's one of those focus things. I'm gonna keep it edged up, of course. I'm gonna focus on growing it out while the Dolphins do what they have to do this season on my journey to lose those 20 pounds. And matter of fact, if you all want to follow me, just stay tuned. I'll probably give you updates on my journey. So right now I look at it as 20 headed down. So as I give you those numbers, I may say, hey, next week I might be 18 headed down. But stay tuned with that. But if you have a life choice, or something in your life that you want to change, that you want to do, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Maybe we can encourage each other. If you like the videos, make sure you subscribe. Let your friends and family members know about the channel as well. Make sure they subscribe as well. We're growing pretty fast. I appreciate all my new subscribers. But think about that, okay? Life changes, all right? Things that you want to accomplish. What are some of the behaviors? What are some of the things you can do to defeat your own mind? Because the biggest battle, a lot of people say, the biggest battle that you have to fight in life is against yourself. And I want to go ahead and make sure I'm fighting myself every step of the way to be a bigger and better person, not bigger per se, but a better person every single day. We all have our past, our life, or whatever it may be, but we look to be a better person every single day. And that's what I'm going to make sure that I fight to do going forward. So if anyone else want to fight to make something better in their life or work on something, let me know in the comment section. Let's do it together. I'll keep you informed. I'll message you. We can go on this journey together to the Super Bowl as we make ourselves better and we root for our Dolphins to be better. Fins up.